Hello and welcome to IABM TV. Today I'm delighted to be joined by Thomas Tang, President and Founder at Apantac. Thomas, welcome to IABM TV.
Thank you. It was good to see you this morning, Ben.
So, Thomas, what trends do you see for KVM over IP in the broadcast industry?
Well, KVM is now a necessary product in the broadcast as well as many other industries. So anywhere from OB vans, where you need to control a lot of items. You need also, now KVM is becoming, in a sense, the traditional master control. Are now using a lot of KVMs because a lot of the servers that need to be controlled, not necessarily just cameras. So really the application is almost endless now. And now with COVID, there's also the remote application as well.
Okay, so you mentioned some of them there, but what other kind of applications are you seeing that really benefit from KVM over IP solutions?
We've been servicing the IPTV industry, where they use KVM technology to monitor all their servers and set-top boxes. And on the other side, people who broadcast into these over-the-top applications need to monitor their return. So they've been using a lot of KVM. And conference rooms, large conference centers, corporate conference centers, boardrooms, even medical has been widely used.
Okay. And so what kind of KVM over IP solutions are you offering in your portfolio, Thomas?
We offer, we want to service everybody. So all KVM over IP starts with VGA, all the way to 4K. In between, of course, DisplayPort, HDMI, you name it. So what we want to do is be able to, because the transition is slow, surprisingly enough, there's still VGA out there that we need to address. So we do all this type of interfaces, and it's all over IP. So it's literally, limitless as far as expansion goes.
Okay, so Thomas, let's talk multi-viewers. So Apantac are well known for your multi-viewers. How do you see the application of KVM over IP with multi-viewers?
So Apantac started out as a multi-viewer company back in 2008. It was our very first product. So once we started building multi-viewers in SDI, then HDMI became a very important part. Of course, there's also VGA and DVI and all that. And HDMI, of course, now it's HDMI 2.0. So we have 4K capability. So once you build a multi-viewer, people goes, well, can I put my mouse and cursor over and control that computer that's behind the multi-viewer? And then we implemented the USB functionality into our multi-viewer with HDMI 2.0. And now we worked on the seamless switching between them all. The most important thing is to provide full bandwidth for regardless USB or HDMI 2.0 in a multi-viewer environment. So for one of the examples I talked about was IPTV. So for example, you have these operators sitting in front of IPTV stations. So each one of them gets 8 computers. But at the end of the night, they want to switch all the computers to one guy, very much like the traditional master control. The one guy sits there and looks at them all. So you can do that with a multi-viewer and multi-viewer with a KVM control. Then once you put that KVM over IP switch in the back of it, really it's limitless on how many computers you can control.
Okay, so Thomas, finally, can you tell us about some of the types of companies that use your products at Apantac?
Yeah, as everybody's building a lot of event centers, that's one of the latest trends. So these large social media companies that build event centers all over the place, e-commerce, cloud computing companies, some of the largest in the world that uses this product. And medical integrators, some of the major ones, as well as trucks and OBs.
Okay, well, Thomas, thank you very much for joining us today. It's been really fascinating talking with you.
Thank you very much.
You can find out more about everything we've discussed with Thomas today at apantac.com.